Hey folks, I went out today to enjoy an autumn colors tour, and whenever I stop at the dam, the first thing I do is look for the heron. Oh, there it is, sitting on the island. You can barely see it, but it's standing there in the grass. I wasn't sure if I was going to see it or not because I kind of figured it would have migrated by now, but I'm not really sure if they do. The Canada geese, as long as there's open water, they'll stick around throughout the winter. I don't know if the herons do the same thing or not. Because as long as there's open water, they get their food source, right? But I'm sitting here, and I noticed something else. Back in August last year, the first time I saw the dam from the other side, I pointed out the tires up on the wall, and just looking at the way that the dam is, the height of it, I wasn't sure exactly how they got the water up that high. Apparently it was at one time. So I'll show that now, just to refresh your memory. This is my very first time being on the other side of the river at the dam. And you can see over in the distance there, that's the boat launch. That's where I normally sit and take my breaks. And to the right, you see the concrete wall there. That's where the water's going through. That's where the actual dam part is. And they got boards in there right now. There's 3 openings, and they just put boards in. That's what dams the water up. And it's up a little bit right now. They have the dam, I call it closed. And the bridge, you can see just how bad it is. It's so severely eroded. It's amazing. And the icebreaker on the closest pillar is completely gone. It's just totally disintegrated. It's just amazing. But when I look at the tires on the wall on the other side at the boat launch there, the water was up at that height at one point in time. So, the little bit of a wall they have under the bridge there isn't even up that high, so I'm not sure how the water got to that point at one point in time, way back before I used to live here. So, it's kind of interesting seeing it from the other side. And I get down to the boat launch, and I decided to make a video, and that's the one I really wanted to show. This is one of the places that I take my breaks when I'm out on my tour. And I'm thinking this used to be a dam. And the reason I think that, as I'm panning around here, you can see how low the water levels are. They look pretty low, they look abnormally low. Get up here, you see those tires on the wall, and there's the boat launch. I'm thinking the water may have been up there at one point in time, so it's a lot lower than that now. And there's all this swampy area here. But the bridge itself is pretty decrepit. It's blocked off. There's warning signs not to go under it because of falling debris. Not allowed to cross it. It's kind of falling apart, disintegrating. And you can just see underneath, you can see that metal frame over there. That's the trail bridge. But I'm gonna guess this used to be a dam. Used to be. But it's a nice place to sit, take a break. Well, today, as I'm sitting here, I discovered how they got the water up so high. If you look at the bridge, and you see those steel tracks, apparently there used to be boards all along the bridge. So I'm guessing now the bridge is crumbling and falling apart, that they're not using them anymore because they may fear that the pressure against the bridge would be too much for it. So I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but at least I finally did. I hadn't gone out for a few days because it been raining and cold and just not really enjoying the monster much at the moment. So when I went out today, I just wanted to enjoy the nice weather and take in the scenery with all the leaves changing color. I didn't pay attention to the time or the day it was. I ended up going through the schoolyard when the kids were out. Not a huge deal really, but when I went through the crowd, the teachers stopped their activities to let me through, and it kind of made me feel kind of bad. So they got the street barricaded off, and I got there, and once it goes into error mode, it embarrasses me again, because I know there's people looking at me, and kind of thinking, do they think I have to stop here? I didn't, the monster did. So it's really getting to be a pain. I made a stop at the license office because I have to change my address. I think I've already mentioned that we got a new post office box. This one we had was right up floor level, and we got one that's kind of higher up, and I realized I hadn't changed the address on my driver's license, so stopped in to do that today, and when I come out, I went to move, and the monster's not moving. So it's not in error mode. Trying to back up, the backup beeper's going, but it's not moving. And try to go forward, same thing, and eventually it just kind of snaps free and just moves. But it's just like it was locked in place, and I have no idea what was causing it, but it seems like it's going to be a new trend.